Good Thursday morning. Thanks for checking out this Iowa forecast update here. We can see the wind forecast across the area today. Expected to be out of the east-northeast about 5 to 10 miles per hour. We're not talking a lot of wind today. Looking at the high temperatures, a lot of us getting up there in the 40s to lower 50s. And then by later on tonight here, getting down there into the 30s statewide. Definitely going to get pretty chilly out there. But we're looking at a forecast radar this morning. We have an area of showers generally from southwest into central Iowa this morning, mainly in this area, and we're going to continue to see that work off to the northeast as we go through the morning. So as we tack on a couple more hours, as we go through 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 11 a.m., and then as we go through about noon today, that's when I think, noon and through the afternoon is where we're going to see that primary risk for rain, mainly across our southeastern counties of Iowa here. So places south of Waterloo, southeast of Des Moines. I think it's going to be really close to Des Moines as we get into the afternoon and into the evening here. But you'll see rain showers continue tonight all the way through early Friday morning here as we get through 11 p.m. We get through about midnight. We tack on a couple more hours through 2 a.m. Friday morning, 3, 4 a.m. Friday morning. It'll clear out of here. All right, so that's wave number one. And then there's going to be a second wave coming in here Friday night into Saturday here. You can see this next bulk of moisture here. This is going to be rain showers working through the state here Friday night into Saturday, and I'll get to that here in just a second. But total precipitation with this event hitting today through tonight, you can see back across central Iowa where you're actually seeing a little bit of rain shower activity this morning, maybe a couple hundreds to maybe upwards of 500-600. That's going to be about it. It's farther to the east down here across the southeastern part of the state. We're expecting a tenth to a quarter to perhaps a quarter to a half in these areas right here, and then a half-inch plus in those blue shaded zones, places like Davenport, Burlington, down there towards extreme southeastern Iowa here is what we're kind of thinking on precipitation amounts. And then looking at the visibility forecast tomorrow morning, there's a possibility that we could see a little bit of patchy dense fog develop mainly west of I-35. I think mainly across the western half of the state, including northwest Iowa, southwest Iowa, west central Iowa. Wouldn't rule out some patchy dense fog. In other words, not everybody's going to see fog, but I think some of us will see that risk for fog here by Friday morning. And then as we look at the forecast radar going through Friday, looking fairly dry. It's as we get into Friday afternoon, Friday evening, as we get towards about 5 p.m., 6 p.m. here, you'll notice this little area of shower activity starting to develop across the western part of the state. As we go deeper into Friday night and into Saturday morning here, you could see rain showers continue to expand across the state here. They're very scattered though. So this is going to be one of those situations where rainfall amounts are, again, not going to be 100% correct. And I'm going to talk about that here in just a second. But looking at as we get into about 5, 6 a.m. Saturday morning here, you can just see scattered rain showers across the state here. As we get into about noon on Saturday, early afternoon, I think we'll be clearing those rain showers out of the state. So looking at total precipitation with that round on Friday night into Saturday, the blend of guidance right now is suggesting a quarter to a half inch of total rainfall across the state, statewide. But what it's not seeing is that some of these showers are going to be a little bit heavier than others, and this is a very weak system. So I do expect these numbers to actually go down a little bit, and even if they don't, we may be using a different piece of data for this exact wave of showers coming in, because this area right here is probably the main focal point for maybe a quarter to a half. However, again, it's going to be very localized where you do see that. So if you were to subtract this off a little bit, you could say a quarter to a half in here, and then the rest of these areas are surrounding this, you'd be talking tenth to a quarter in those areas, and then same deal down here, maybe you're talking a quarter to a half here, and then you're talking, again, a tenth to a quarter in these areas right there. So kind of gave you the overall idea. Rainfall amounts are not set in stone here for Friday night through Saturday. Again, like I was showing you here a minute ago, this is a very weak system, so the potential to see those high rainfall amounts, at this minute, I don't see it. I think a tenth to a quarter looks pretty common across the state. It's that quarter to a half where I think that's going to be very localized. And like I said, we will continue to fine tune that as we get closer to the weekend. As we look at high temperatures though on Friday, a lot of us getting up there in the 50s statewide, maybe some lower 60s down there across our southern counties on Saturday. As we get into Sunday, a lot of us in the 50s, lower 60s. Monday, 60s statewide, maybe even some lower 70s. And then 50s and 60s on Tuesday. And then by the time we get to Wednesday, we're actually going to have a cold front coming through there Tuesday, Wednesday of next week. But that's going to cool temperatures back down into the 40s and 50s by the middle part of next week. That's all for today. Hope you guys have a great day. We'll chat with you soon.